Camera controls. That's fine. Talking with people? That's talk to people. I would assume I could talk to people. With their heads. When you approach them, option to talk will appear on screen. Press X to strike up a conversation. If there are 2 or more people nearby you can talk to. You can use left and right. Toggle between them. Decide who you talk to first. You will have a name or question marks over the head, but no convo icon will not open up to you just yet. In some cases you may need to fulfill certain conditions before you can engage them in conversation. You have outer world services activated. No I don't. It's fine. Treasure spheres. Indicators will pop up to alert you when you come close to treasure spheres that contain items. Flipped items sparkling on the ground, switches you can manipulate, and certain other objects and devices. Press X to claim the item or perform the action in question. Some treasure spheres may require special keys to be unlocked as well. Find these keys to claim what lies within. Skipping event scenes. I don't really want to do that. You press start to pause an event scene, you may see the skip option appear. When it does, you can skip the scene. Conversation with people in the field can also be skipped using the same method. Savior. Okay, mover, control the camera. What to do, select a person. Pick up conversation, activate devices, sheath weapon you've drawn, and our action, jump, open map. Open the main menu, the pause menu. Oh, I've got a dash button. You approach a ladder, lightning will automatically begin to climb it. You can also grab poles and other objects. When you jump, some actions cannot be performed while you have a weapon drawn. When you find out you can't do something, you need to press X to sheath your weapon. Attacking enemies is R1 to wait. Oh great! Successfully got in your first attack before the enemy noticed you, significantly lowers the enemy's HP. If it's good, the enemy spotted you before you attacked it, but you still got the first hit. Lowers the enemy's HP. The enemy attacked you first. These battles will begin with lightning's HP lowered. Fuck off! No penalty in easy mode. I've got it on normal. When enemies notice you, the red icon will appear above their heads. Before they notice you, be marked with the yellow. Use X to sheath your weapon when you don't need it. You can't climb ladders, that's fine. Dashing. Lightning dash by holding R2. Dashing will reduce the time it takes you to get to your destination. Press circle to jump while dashing, you can leap greater distances. You can also hold down L2 or L3 dash. Why tell me it's R2 then? Okay, note that dashing will drain the action gauge that appears when you're not in the field. And hit 0, you're no longer be able to dash nor draw your weapon to attack. Now, nearby enemies. Oh, hell. Minimap, that's fine. Locations marked with a little exclamation mark circle icon. Important locations you must visit to progress your main quest. Minimap will guide you towards them with a blue arrow to set your own destinations. When the map flashes, that means there are enemies nearby. Hide a minimap if you want. Toggle on or off using select and change how the map rotates. That's fine. The map. Current location and lay of the land around you, including destinations related to your main quests, shop locations, and more. More information is added to the map as Lightning learns it, such as names of places she visits for the first time, or the times at which certain gates open and close. Oh no. If you use the map in the field, press square, open the menu, triangle, and select map. When you want to check out destination, move the cursor in the upper left of the screen using up down, the map will center on the location, select, recenter it, press L3. Pick out the map whenever you feel unsure about where you are and what you should do next. Battle. Well, it's kind of I can move Lightning around on the field, which is a bit definitely new. I wonder if I can avoid fights that, or not avoid fights, avoid hits that way. Maybe. I don't know if it makes a difference. Like if I were to, okay, so see how like the image there has Lightning and then the enemy. Can I like strafe around them? Can I flank them to the left or right or go behind them? Does it attack differently? Do I do more damage if it's not like face on? don't know. So you can move lightning around fields. You can move the camera and R3 switch between near and far views. Like, oh, select target. No, then. Pause menus, recovery items, or EP abilities. Switch schemata, trigger overclock, Libra, and use assigned abilities. You can use preset abilities simply by pressing buttons. Hold down the button to unleash a series of attacks. Abilities will consume ATB from your gauge. When you run out of it, you cannot use abilities. During battle actions, that lightning forms consume ATB. And they refill again with the passage of time, but they refill quicker when you're on a different schemata. So if I have one get up that I'm using and I use all the ATB and I switch to another one, the one that I was initially using refills quicker because it's in reserve. So it's on ATB gauge. The equipment choices that you make for each schema can affect things like your initial ATB value and your maximum ATB, as well as how quickly the ATB recovers. Each ability you use has its own costs. You can check when you set abilities to your schema and customize schemata. Watch your 3 ATB gauges so that you can choose the best schema for your situation. Switching schemata. Element in R1, no limit to how many times. Yeah, it's made up of a garb, weapon, shield, and other equipment. Each schema has its own HP gauge, and can affect how quick your speed covers with the auxiliary equipment you equip. HP gauges for standby schemata. Lightning is not currently using well, it covers 3 times as fast. When HP gauge runs empty, quickly switch to stay in the game. Knowing which schema to use and when to switch is the key to defeating even the most powerful foes. Guarding. Use abilities like guard to reduce the damage that you take from enemies, blows, and spells. Hey Apple, yeah, you missed Snow. Oh, he's gone. He's not doing too well. Apparently, we're going after his soul. So he's in a bit of a bind in that he is. I think he's just decided to give up. So we're 500 years after the end of 13.2. Now we know that Snow at least appeared in 400 AF as one of the alternative endings. Which might have been a thing. I don't quite know where Snow ended up or how he travelled through time. But he had the powers of the sea and such. But yeah, he's basically the ruler of where we are at the moment, and almost seems like he is holding a party to end all parties because we've got 13 days left of the world. So Snow's it kind of seems like he's gone down the dark route, and we are gonna have to fight him, I think. Okay, abilities like guard reduce damage. Oh, use guards. It's an attack. You'll need to set guarding ability to one of your buttons and simply press it down during battle. If you hold the button down, you can maintain the guard as long as your ATB lasts. You land time your guard just before an enemy attack lands. You achieve a perfect guard, which is even more effective than a normal guard. In some battles, a perfect guard against a particular attack may even stagger an enemy. Try to predict enemy attacks to pull off a perfect guard of your own. Oh no! Better results for perfect timing. Certain abilities such as attack and fire, which you can link in a series, or defensive abilities like guards, will be even more effective if you unleash them at just the right time. Been up to a lot. Well, okay, so there's 500 years between end of 13.2. So I'm just going to, like, because I've played it, the end of 13.2, Sarah dies. Like, right at the very end, before you get before shit happens. So you go and defeat Caius in Valhalla, and at that point they've forgotten that Caius's heart is connected to the goddess Etro. And there's something that happens which means that Noel ends up killing Caius by stabbing him in the heart. Not on his own, he's holding the blades, and you can, there's a choice you get to make. It's a false illusion choice. It doesn't affect what happens. So if you show mercy, you hold the blade just above his heart and you don't do anything, and then Caius grabs your hands and like basically forces it into himself. So doing that, the goddess dies, and this is how chaos gets unleashed. But we end up going back to 500s AF, where they have launched Cocoon, the one they were making. The old one has crumbled, it's fallen down. They rescued Vanille and Fang, who were in their crystal stasis. Hope was inside like the command center type area, and then at the end he comes up, and Sarah is at that point, she has seen the vision, and we found out during the game that when you see the visions, their life is cut short, and that was the last one that she's seen, and she died in Noel's arms. After that, you see the stuff like bursting forth, the chaos breaking through, and that's when Noel gets like the I guess the memory that if the heart, chaos or Etro's heart ceases to exist, the goddess dies and chaos takes hold. But I'm not quite sure what happened in the 500 years since then. But Hope is here, helping the god. So Etro is gone, but it's now, what was it, Bunavelzi is the god we're dealing with. I don't know. I'm not sure how or where they came from. But yeah, how'd you forget something like that? So poor Snow, he's like, oh no. He's not having a good time of it, is he? He went through it, he went through all that trouble, came to Lucia again, got his little brand. He disappeared for ages, finally met Sarah, gets taken back, he just kind of vanishes. He really punched a giant mouth for nothing. Well, it helped them though. I think it stopped the fall until they could sort something, and they got them, you know. Alright, so targets for perfect timing. Physical attacks, right when the last physical attack strikes. Ooh! Wait, so if I attack with a physical attack, when it hits, is that the best time to go again? Charging right before the enemy attacks. When attacks land. Okay. If you perform an action with perfect timing, you'll see a glowing aura surrounding lightning. Perfect timing is a high level technique that requires quick judgment and lots of practice. Oh no. Okay, game, are you forgetting we're timed? We've got 13 days and there's a time. There's a time component to each day. The outer world. So this doesn't really matter because I don't have it connected. There was an online component. You could put like your experiences, snapshots, messages, leave messages, and link it to Facebook and Twitter and other things. But the updates and news section doesn't work, so I think because the game's that old, it's none of that's in effect anyway. Beastery. Chaos beasts! Look at this cute little thing! It's like a suit sprite through body parts. You're not telling your grandma about no. The sheer anger of him not explaining stuff right might kill her immediately. I like the wow, he's got his own built-in high-heeled shoes. Just saying. Or her. They? Oh, you got snake tail. I never noticed that before. Is it as good as I remember? Well, I never finished this. I only got to a certain point, but it was like the year it came out was when I last played this. I think I'll be able to actually be able to see when. Right, let's wait for this to load in because it takes forever to load in. There's that many games. That wasn't the last one I played though. Will it be under Final Fantasy or Lightning Returns? See, got the fucking platinum. I think it might be Lightning Returns. Wait, that'll be online. Oh, the one, yeah. 21, it's they or them in a. Maybe it isn't. Oh god, nope, we're still loading in. Okay. So slow. So many games. Wow. Oh wow. You can see which games I really do go for the platinums in. Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Origins, Syndicate. I'm sure there's others. It wasn't Brotherhood, it was Revelations that I stayed up till 3 in the morning. But that's totally wrong. Right, where are we? Oh god, I should never have left where L was. I'm just trying to figure out where. I don't think it's going to be near this. So it's 9. I've only got 20% of those. Shit. I really want to play that one again. Type 0 HD. Need to get through that as well. 32. 15. I love that I got the platinum, yet I've only done 45% of content because of DLC stuff. Right, where? Oh, you never played 0 HD? It's a bit different. So my memory of that is you're in a class with different students who have different like abilities, different things they go towards, like in a school, and you go out on missions. Oh, all the Kingdom Hearts. Oh man. Only platinum. Right. Like there we are, Lightning Returns. I got 28% of them. So I first started playing this in oh no, it was 2014. I think I might have. Wow, I did not get through most of this, did I? 2014. Hmm. There's a lot. Oh my. Okay, so yeah, I haven't played it since then. Where are we? How to do? I don't want to quit it. Yeah. Oh, they got it. Okay. God, I love the designs for them. They have their creatures and enemies. Right, what was that? What's everything else? We're gonna go up the stairs. Wait, where am I going? Oh, there's the door. There's the door.
A glimmer of light appears at last. Is the savior a sign of coming destruction or a promise of
The
hope?
black market
I would
dealer.
like to bet on hope. If you believe you are the true savior, you'll need to be carefully prepared for the battles that await you on your journey.
General stores buying recovery items. Yes, and this one, if you're playing on normal, unlike 13.2, you don't recover after a fight. So what you finish the fight on carries over into the field and you need to heal yourself either way. Purchase items such as potions, remedies, phoenix down, to restore lost HP, cure status ailments, lower your parameters in battle, or revive yourself when your HP has dropped to 0 and you can no longer fight. How does that work? Do you go into like what, a faint kind of status, so you just like drop down like, ugh, you need to apply it to yourself. So in 15, when your team party members fell down, they kind of just like were hunched over like, oh, we can't do this anymore. That kind of thing. And keep in mind that there is a limit to the number of recovery items you can carry, so plan your shopping wisely and buy only what you need for the task at hand. Shit. Tutorial! Yes, I will take a tutorial in recovery items. Yes! Learn how to buy and use recovery items to restore your health. We will take a tutorial in healing. Oh, the front door locks you in, but it's fixed now. What? Multiple ways that you can restore lightning's lost HP after battles. One of those methods is the use of recovery items that can be bought at general stores and other places. Like to buy and purchase a potion. Oh, I can only keep... Wait. Select a potion to purchase. This shady merchant will luckily give you potions for free. A limit on how many recovery items you can carry on your person. Oh, so you can only use 6 things? Oh, that's interesting. Potentially devastating in a fight. I know, potions heal, okay. Okay, recovery item slots on the left hand side of the screen represent the number of items you can carry. Currently your maximum is 6 items. Choose select an item, you can choose which slot you wish to place it in, select an empty slot, and you'll be asked to confirm your purchase. Yes! Recovery items in the field, pressing triangle, opening the main menu. You can also use recovery items in battle, pressing start and opening the pause menu. A limit on the number of recovery items you can carry will increase as lightning grows stronger. Now supply yourself with as many potions as you'd like, then continue onward. Well, you know, for the price of 0, and there's nothing else I need, I'm just going to max out my potions. At least 13 health items, yes. One for each day that we're dealing with the world. Excellent. The way it looks like he's in a dressing gown. His pajamas. Oh no, you're gonna keep updating this every time. It's gonna annoy me like anything. It does not automatically regenerate after battle unless you're playing in easy mode. Whatever HP she had at the end of battle will be what she has to explore the field. Oh! Ooh! Shit! Wait! Healing is an AP ability and not a normal ability? Fuck. Oh, I see what you're doing there, game! I can't just get cures ability and spam it like fuck. Restore HP at different facilities. Shop in Nova Chrysalia, for example, by ordering a meal at one of the many restaurants around the world. We're eating? We've gone into the Yakuza territory. Recovery items in battle. It's fine, start, and then select it. Oh, using the items will not deplete your HP gauge. Will take effect immediately. Doing recovery items at general stores on the Ark. Is that... Wait, when they say the Ark, is that the same Ark that was in 13.2? Other places, element number items you can carry. Items that temporarily boost your parameters, so stock your items carefully before battles against strong foes. Okay.
I just spotted Snow. Help me track him.
Wow, he just went up there.
You need to hurry.
No, I want to go this way though. I can run. Ah. I'm seeing if there's any items. Hiding about the place. Gee, he killed that thing and then he ran up here. Oh, that was where Snow was sitting and his throne. Snow had a throne. He was lording over everyone at like a masked ball where there was pole dancers. Yes.
What's Snow up to anyway? Where's he going?
I'm getting powerful chaos readings from inside
Oh, it just says down? Can we go
the
down?
palace. And that's exactly where he seems to be
Because
headed.
the other way was
What
blocked.
the hell is he thinking? Running straight into the chaos? Is he going there to try to stop it, or is it to use it against us somehow?
You'll have to ask him yourself. Now hurry.
We can run! Or dash. For items. Oh shit, okay. Yeah, learn how to switch between them? Yeah, we'll take it. Facing two or more enemies at once, you can switch between targets using left and right. Use the left right, switch between targets to attack. Switch between targets. Just go wisely. An enemy from one enemy you wish to target first when you want to center an attack around one particular enemy in the field. In addition to target enemies, you can also use the right stick to control the camera. Press R2 will allow you to switch between modes, changing the camera angle to get a better look at what is happening across the battlefield. Oh shit.
You will be reborn. We're down.
Attack that, don't I? This is going to take some getting used to. Oh no. Right now, what are you telling me? Stop giving me updates. I don't need your updates. Flashing at me every time I go to the menu. Vassal. Okay, sometimes you want to take out a certain enemy first, such as when you're facing a strong enemy flanked by weaker minions, or when there's one enemy who frequently uses recovery spells to heal its allies. I also want to switch targets when you're using area attack spells. Choose an enemy in the center of a group to inflict the most damage on the most number of foes. Control the camera with the right, R3, switch between near and far views. Use the far view when you're facing many enemies in battle or wish to assess the lay of the battleground. Oh, the passcode on the thing on the door came off. Just gotta clean it for the dudes that are coming over tomorrow to fix it. Oh no! That's not good. Am I imagining seeing something?